Hello, everybody. Well, not Slow. Daniel here. I keep forgetting about all this stuff. Welcome back to another video. And today we're really going to be talking extensively about video gaming. Just about video gaming. I don't know why I said video gaming. Video gaming. Extensively about consoles. So, the main question that I've seen being asked online, Google, on video games is, are these new consoles really worth buying? And I have a good opinion on that. Not the fact that my opinion matters, but it's my opinion. To me, newer consoles, they are not worth buying. I can give you facts down the road for that. For one, it's like the last generation. Any disc-based game you have to install it. You shouldn't have to install any game on a console. It's already on the disc. Why should you have to install it? And I understand why you have to, because the games are just so big. Okay, that makes sense though, but still. We're moving away from physical gaming to digital gaming, and that's a problem. There's a lot of gamers out here that love physical media like me. There's a lot of gamers out here that love digital media. But there's not every single console out there that just does physical as of now. Like you can get the Xbox Series S or PlayStation 5 digital version and you don't even have to have a disc drive. You just play digital gaming. There are people out here that don't like digital gaming. Like I'm one of those people that really doesn't like it that much anymore. Also, the games are more expensive. Newer games are starting at $70. Controllers are going at $75 right now, which is very expensive. That's very, very expensive. And that's one of the reasons why I really just don't buy new gaming neither. And then half these new games that are coming out, they're not even all that great. Like you have the heavy hitters like Final Fantasy or Assassin's Creed, Resident Evil. You have the heavy hitters. But all these other ones that are coming out, like limited run games that are making, I don't know, for example, if they're making like Secret of Mana or something that Square Enix isn't making, or just an example, just whatever. They're releasing these games at $40 or $50 a piece. That's still expensive for an old game that was brand new. I would rather buy like an old console, like a PlayStation 2, and buy 11 games with the console for $200. That's a whole lot cheaper than going out here buying just a brand new console and maybe one or two games with it. You're not getting anything. And it's not like it was back in the day when Xbox 360 released and PS3 released. It mainly streamlined on physical media. As in now, it's mainly driving on digital media, and it's just not that great. In my opinion, it's not that great. And I also have another reason with it. With digital, you technically don't own the game. It's tied to your account, but you really don't own the game. Literally, think about it. Microsoft and them could suspend your account at any time or revoke it, and you have to rebuy all those games and everything. With physical, I don't have to rebuy it. I have the disc or the cartridge if you play a Nintendo Switch. And that's one thing that I really love about physical media. Or in general, just old gaming. Like I have my PS2 and a bunch of games. Like they done remade what? Final Fantasy X, for example. That's been remade on PS3 and PS4, Xbox One. I had the poster, Nintendo Switch as well. I can buy all four of those games digitally. I can buy all. I can buy all four of them physically. The two most expensive ports of those is the PS4 and the Xbox One. The PS Vita one, very cheap, about $20. The Nintendo Switch one is also expensive. Sorry, I meant to add that in there. That one was $40. So those three are the most expensive. The cheapest one is definitely the PS2 version, which I own. Then you have the PS3 version, which is also the second cheapest. It's just a matter of time before things start going back down, but also certain things going up. But it really just depends. Also, there's more nostalgia and more gameplay feeling with these older consoles. And the reason why I keep looking back up over there, because it's just giving me ideas of what else to say. Even, for example, like Need for Speed games. Need for Speed games are not made like they used to be. They're really not. They're not really made like they used to be at all. These new Need for Speed games, they suck. It's either single player or online multiplayer. Where's the local multiplayer at? There's another one. Platformers. Side scrolling or 3D platformers. Where's the platformers at? There is none. I mean, I got Pac-Man World 2, Rocket Power Beach Bandits, Sonic Mega Collection. That's what? A Mega Man Anniversary Collection. 4 different kinds of platformers on there. You get a PS4, you probably can get what? 4 or 5 of them on there? While PS2 has a crap ton of them. Or a Nintendo console, like the Switch as well. You could get a crap ton of platformers. There's just not much anymore of those kinds of genres anymore. Even RPGs are starting to fail. It's just this new generation of gaming just sucks, man. It's not worth getting, in my opinion. Now, for nostalgia purposes, there's an iffy in there because certain nostalgia games are more expensive than others. For example, Rule of Rose on the PlayStation 2. That game's probably worth over $2,000 right now. Just that one game. Outrageous. I would never pay for that. For a Sega Genesis, Phantasy Star 2. That game's about what, $45. It's just certain games are more expensive than others. But that's my give or take on this. Just a little smaller video. And just be ready for another one. Thanks, guys.